Once again for such beautiful singing last night and really touching all our souls. As a musical student, I know you said you're a student, and I remember my personal journey with Uncle is when I was 12 years old. I was very young and I had the good fortune of spending half my day with Auntie and Uncle actually, and in Madras. And I remember those days because at that age you don't know the blessing or the fortune of learning Carnatic music. Usually your parents have forced you to learn music at that point. I didn't understand the value of Sangeetam at that point. And I remember Uncle said one sentence, what I know, Nishitha, is a drop in the ocean of music. And I remember sitting there as a 12-year-old girl going, then I don't know anything because I don't even know the ocean, you know? And for a person of such knowledge, talent, to be so humble, so, I don't even know how to say that, like, it's amazing. And I don't know where you get the strength that even now to continue to energize the program. So I have a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you. How do you maintain the motivation, the determination to master the art? Because you've achieved everything. But even now, what drives you to practice that many hours every day? And what keeps you going?
First of all, I will offer my prayers to the Almighty. You know, He only made me like this. I believe in it. And you asked me, you know, how. The thing is actually, you can, you know, every woman understands that language. Diamond. You know that? Diamond, what it is? You may be knowing about diamond. But you know, the thing is actually a shining diamond, when it reaches before the hand of a cutter, it will be bigger than that. And he will be carefully cut it and shine it, the price will be great. Like that, the God gives the talent in you is bigger. You may be, you know, thinking that, you know, it is my own. But He gives you bigger stone. And by education, you have to meet the good master. You have to seek. Then definitely it will come. If you are not seeking, you will not get it. The first thing, you know, compulsion of parents, it is everywhere. Why, you know, they will always think that, you know, I couldn't do it in my life, so my child should do that. Maybe the same thing happened to my life also. My father was very poor man, and he got the same thing, you know, the bigger talent in him, but he couldn't learn properly. So he may be thought about before manufacturing me. Then it was in his you know, thinking as well as any time, even each seconds or minutes. So suddenly I'm the first one for him. Then all the other, my brothers can sing, my sister can sing, but he said, the few people study. He is only for that. He chose me. Why? I don't know. Why I born in a Christian family? And those days the music is not at all good for Christian families. You know, they will say like, oh, you and your music and your drama and all those things. Go to study well and do some work and get some job everywhere. But this family, that's why God chose that family. That is my great part. And he said, what do you know? Forget about your studies. Learn properly music. I was so happy. That time, you know, I was not thinking like this. Now studies, I can get rid of studies, you know. And my mother was a little shaky. But naturally, you will not get any job or anything. You may not survive by this. Especially, even now in Kerala, some places are not allowing Christians to worship Guru Ayur. I sang a lot of songs. But I'm not criticizing or anything. It's a part of, why, one paper person, asked me, why, I want to ask you, why they are not allowing, he is a Muslim brother. I said, look, I will ask you a question. I will not convert myself to any religion. I born in as a human being, and my father and my mother took me to church and made me Christian. I will continue that. But conversion I don't hate. I hate. But one thing I will ask you, with all the respect, I will take all those and rhythms and everything, I will go to Makkah. Will you allow me to go there? Then why you worry about Guruvayur? Why you worry about Guruvayur? So, some people doesn't want you to go to their prayer room. Why you are insisting to go inside? So if it is allowing, no, Dasana. Once, I was in Trichy, and one of my friends, he said, please come to my home. Then he said, please come to the prayer room. I said, I hesitated. No, you have to sit there and do the puja for me. You are my pujari now. That is he thinks. I am nothing. But this is the feeling. We are everyone are brothers and sisters. I am telling you. And the God, he never born in anywhere. We can create him. That is the correct feeling you have to get it. And all the devas, even Christ, even Krishna, even Buddha, everybody came through a womb. He is not at all. So every sages, they said that we can't see him, we can't call him his name, we can only feel him. The God, the Almighty I am talking. The other people were there. And now all the day by day, so many gods are coming. Gods are taking birth. We will respect them. It is in the Bible, it is in the Quran, it is in the Torah, it is in the Upanishad. Nobody realizes it. 10 Upanishads are the greatest thing. 10 commandments are in the Bible and Quran and the Torah. In that, the first verse is, don't worship any other than me. Not me. Ultimate. You respect your mother. Don't worship your mother. You see? Do respect your other people, but don't worship them, even human being or anything. Only worship me. In the Upanishad it is. Why they hide it? It is only one. Everything is one. Thinking was one only. But we are creating unwanted things. But I am not going for that. So, but one thing, my father given me great blessings. He maybe that also from him. And why I am telling, this janmas, one janma or 2 janmas or 1,000 janmas is not enough for doing music, at least little. I'm feeling it. So the practice, day by day, each ragas, we call it as scales. Each ragas, when 2 years before I sang Kalyani means not the name of a woman, it's a rag, Kalyani. If I sing that scale, today it will be different. So you may be a little lower, a little higher, but these things are, we have to observe it and learn it properly. The learning is most important. The music is only one. Only one. Exactly like the religion. The music is only one in this world. There are notes. La ra 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 ra. They may say that it is Western. And we are also say that it is Kanyachakrabarma. This is exactly like, we that's Kadavul, Devru, Deva, and God, Allah. Ask them, okay, Allah, I agree. Once I called my friends and I asked, Allah, I agreed. I will say Allah. But what is the meaning of Allah? Allah, that's only Allah. But then at last I making, adducing. Then he said, it's, in English, it is God. The problem is over. So we are sticking on our language. We are not going in the core. We can't call him God or anything. We can't give him a name. I'm not preaching anybody over here. But any other question? No, my answer is anyhow nearer to your question.
Us would actually want to know how, when we go to your room and practice, after a couple of varnams, I get bored and I'm like, yeah. So what do you do to practice? How do you warm up?
Hello. After a couple of years after, that means, that is, I started studying in the age was 5. Then nearly 15 or 20 years before, somehow, I started observing the 72 scales in Carnatic music. Where in the world? I'm very openly, very proudly saying that. Carnatic music only got 72 scales. And first scale itself, then I searched that whether some kirtanas is there. Oh, there is a kirtana by Tyagaraja Swami. Only one. Oh, then I have to sing. Everybody said, no, don't sing that type of scales. It is not good and it's not good for your health and all those things. Okay. Then why Tyagaraja Swami? That was my question. It is to keep in the book or to... I started with. Then I understood that difficulty. What that scale gives you a difficult task. Nearly 3 years I practiced that scale. 3 years. It is not joke. Kanaganki. Kanaganki is a scientifically, if you say that, that is there also the legends, the creators, those days, it is not these days. Those days they given the name Kanaganki. That Kanaganki means, that they say that digital number. Letters, they will take the letters, you can understand the number of that rag. Katapayadi Sankhya Krama. Katapayadi Sankhya Krama. Ka means 1. Kaka 2. Kaka Ga is 3. Ga is 4. It goes like that. And Ka is 1. Okay? Na is 0. You have to turn it 0, 1. The first rag is Kanagangi. And the 72nd rag, I am going very fast now, we don't have time. So, 72nd rag, Rasika Priya, Ya, Ra, Katapa Yadi, Ya, Ra, Ra is 2, Sa is 7, 72nd rag. See, that much of science behind our music. So the way the Carnatic music is such a great science behind it. We have to, the youngsters has to understand. Talams. 1008 talams are there. And one talam itself difficult for, to understand that. So this is why I am telling, the practice is, if you want it, you practice. If you don't want, you need not to do that. This is in you. What I learned, even I can write and not talk too much. I don't talk too much. But so, I use my knowledge in writing and reading. Telugu I can write and read. Kannada I can write and read. Hindi I can write and read due to the knowledge of little Sanskrit. It's exactly the Devanagari writing. And Urdu also I started learning little, then I stopped. So, Tamil of course, naturally I learned by reading Shivaji Ganeshan. In the Malayalam also they will say Shivaji Ganeshan, underneath Shivaji Ganeshan, and Pasamalar, Malayalam, and the board, that cinema posters. I learned Tamil from that. So, everything helped me for knowing things. It is, when you need it, you will take it. So like that, the practice is the most important thing. And everybody, when I learn a song from Vishwanathan, Ramurthy sir or Raja or anybody, I have to observe from them. When they say, Kanne Kalaima, Kalaima, I can't put it my own. Kalaimane Kannimailena Kandenu Nainani. There, where it is needed, there you have to put. Mane Andipagalunai Unaina. That when you slowly scan your thing, you will understand where you are doing things. Slow down your walk. Slow down even the practice is slow down. Walking is slow down. If you slow down your walking, you will be shaking. That shaking, you have to control. Exactly like what you did. No, I'm telling you or anybody. I'm telling the.
Even if you tell us
No. The thing is actually why I chose that and suddenly it stuck to me. That's why I chose that song. Otherwise it is not that criticizing singing. You should understand where it is. There is a graph. It is a painting like. When there you have to break it. Break it. You should not extend or anything. Then break. For that, what you have to do, practice, and not only that, the take food habits you have to understand. What is your body will take it, the food will help you health-wise or your voice culture-wise. That you have to select. You can take it, but it will be definitely, if I am going for a concert, I am taking a laddu, I will become a laddu. Do. Now daddu. So we should think about which is important thing. Important thing is which singing. And so many people are coming for the concert, not for joking. They're thinking, months, days, hours, and minutes, seconds, and they're coming for. That respect you have to give it back by your rendering. For that you have to sacrifice. So then only, otherwise you will not be here for today. Yesterday, if the God's grace, it will end on well. That's why you people are enjoying. You are coming and making us so happy and encouraging again and again. Is it so? Is it so?
Yes.
Is it correct? Vijay?
What is your journey like when transitioning from Carnatic music to film songs? As well as what is it like to perform with Chambai Vaidyanathan Bhagavatar? Yes, because I heard some recordings when you're singing with him and how nervous you would have been, but you sang so amazingly. Please tell us your experience.
By the grace of God, you need to worry about anything. Exactly like he was my best masters, one of the best masters. His blessings were so great. So that vibration itself, I forgotten about me, and I was singing with him. That's all. And you told me that whatever another thing, very important thing you asked me. Classical music and transition. There is no transition at all. We are thinking that. I'll tell you one example. One of my classmates, when I was in a very, 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 early morning we get up and practice. Then suddenly, this fellow also asked me, why can't we learn a Hindi song? Why? That reason is actually in the school, the music school, so many girls, myself and 2-3 people only boys. The others are girls. So they always ask me light music. Light music means the filmy songs. So he felt it, I'm getting little fame in the ladies section. So he wants to become little in that. So he asked me, well, can you teach me? So okay, I'll teach you. Then I chose the song. This you have to be carefully listen. Why? You know the answer is in music, not in practically I am showing you. So even though I am not singing exactly like Mukesh ji, my way of do roz mein wo pyar ka aalam guzar gaya. This is the song. I started. Okay, ready? Okay. Do roz mein first line. Then he started. Do roz mein. You got it? Why? It is not wrong. There is the swaras. The unwanted swaras, it touches, and the form of the figure changed into something. That's all. Though, if you touch the exact note, then it will be exactly good. Otherwise, it will become. See, I can sing, but we should understand what, how we have to render. Then rendering is most important. Even see that, you know, وانا ماشي في البلاد صراخ والخط وبين وبين حبيبي مشوار قايد بنخي قريب اللي يرط This is actually a Arabic song. That thing, if you are not doing it, it will become not Arabic song. It will become Carnatic music or Hindustani music or Japanese music. You know, once he was hardly 9 years. And Calgary, in America, there was a program. Suddenly, one fellow got up and question, "Can you sing a Chinese song?" Do you speak Chinese? Suddenly, I asked him. No, I don't know. Then I am prepared. If he can't talk Chinese, then I can do it. You understand? So I told my orchestra people, hey, it is exactly moment. Plain, no gumkins. Ding pong dang dang ding pong pong pong. Exactly like full song, I sang. Exactly like, you know, it was bigger audience. I got a big one. The next day, please sing Chinese song. And I said, I didn't do it. I don't know. No. He started crying. So, I given the food like that. No, we should not cheat, but we should really wisely make them. We should not cheat. We should not cheat them, but wisely. It is an enjoyable thing, you know. So exactly like, you know, the music is good. If you observe the exact note properly, you can see anything.
Everyone, join me in a hand.
And again, I am requesting everybody should be think that we are one. We are one family. We are brothers and sisters. Think that the religion is like that. We are reaching in only the same place. So we should enjoy this, what He created for us. This world is so beautiful, but we should not spoil it. Thank you so much.